From the Massena Arena, you're watching high school hockey action here on Cable 24 Edwards Production Sports. Hi again, hockey fans. Chip Chapman along with Jamie Davis. This afternoon, it's the championship game of the Massena High School Christmas Invitational Tournament. Massena Central Red Raiders getting set to take on the St. Pius X-Men from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada in this championship game. A moment ago, you heard our national anthem, beautifully sung by Kesley DeTulio. Massena Central Red Raiders, winners last night 6-0 in the first round of this Invitational Christmas Tournament as they defeated a team from Barrie, Vermont, the Spalding Crimson Tide. Meanwhile, St. Pius had defeated Saratoga earlier last night by the score of 7-5 to advance into this championship game. Our referees for this hockey game, there you get a look at Dan Boyer. He's at center ice. He will be one of the referees. And Wayne Humel will be the other referee. There you get a look at the goaltender, the number 1 goalie in goal for St. Pius, the X-Men, as we are just about set for championship hockey action here on Edwards Production Sports.
We ought to see a rather physical brand of hockey here today between the Red Raiders and the X-Men, Chip.
And here we go, Red Raiders starting with Seth Service out there, along with Josh Spanberg, Mike LaPointe up front, Frank Joy, Ryan Kerwin on defense. St. Pius counter here with Tyler Amy out there. They are changing on the fly as I speak. Michelle Superno out there, along with Mike Murphy.
Of course, LaPointe for Massena coming off that big game yesterday, hoping to improve again today.
St. Pius is a Catholic school in the Carleton Contact League. They are coached by Todd Sloan, who is a teacher there. He teaches history and French at the school. They are in a league, a 13-team league in Ottawa, with teams such as St. Matthew, who were not able to attend this tournament due to some injury and some sickness. Osgood, Garneau, and Colonel By, some of the other top teams in that league. They are 7-2. This team made up of high school players between the ages of 16 and 18. They only practice a couple times a week, Jamie, but they, if they're not practicing with this team, they are playing midget hockey or whatnot. So they may not be all together every night with this hockey team practicing, but nonetheless, they are playing hockey in the Ottawa region.
Well, it's interesting that they operate so well as a team with only that much practice between them.
Here's a shot and a skate save by the goaltender, who was Mark Hogan. He's their number 1 goalie. This is Scott Service flipping a puck toward the net, but it goes high over the net. And here comes St. Pius. Out to center, it's John Wojcik. Wojcik has Mark Druin with him. Druin overskates the puck along the boards, and the Red Raiders, DeRosie trying to clear, he does. O'Shea was turned around at center ice, didn't see the puck. Our goaltender tonight for the Massena Central Red Raiders, well, Justin White gets the call tonight Last night, Luca Richards picked up the shutout. Here's a shot right in front. And White is tested early and makes a good save.
Boy, big save by White right there. Got the pads down just in time.
Luca Richards last night with 14 saves in the 6-0 victory over Spalding. Here's Jason Converse. Now Heath McLean trying to center in front. That goes off a skate. It's loose in front. McLean's going to turn. He fires the shot. It's wide of the mark. Kerwin holds in left side. Plays it in front. It's loose. Heath McLean scores! Red Raiders lead at 1-0.
And McLean was covered by two other players. He still managed to get away from them and get the goal in there.
Heath McLean, with a fine effort, he was checked in front of the net.
Let's watch it once again. Watch the second effort by McLean. Right in front of the net, he's got two St. Pius players right on him. Second effort right there, and he knocks it right through for the first goal of the game.
Good puck sense by Keith McLean, as he was able to turn around and find the puck, get it past the goaltender, Mark Hogan. So the Red Raiders lead this hockey game 1-0. Ryan Kerwin. Now for Jason Converse. Converse rolls the puck in deep. Red Raiders changing here as Mike LaPointe steps on the ice. Keith McLean in forechecking. This is LaPointe. He steals, had the puck momentarily, and then lost it once again. St. Pius moving the puck up ahead. A pass intended for Mike Murphy, too far for him. And now the net is knocked off its mooring, so we get a break in the action. 11 minutes and 30 seconds remaining to play here in our first period.
Well, Chip, Massena is continuing their physical brand of hockey here and picking up where they left off last night. In fact, brandishing pretty much the same brand that they had last night.
So the face-off will be to the right of goaltender White from the draw. Pad save by White. St. Pius get another shot on goal. Here come the Red Raiders. Back. Nice move. It's Josh Spanberg in over the line. Had the goaltender Kogan going down, but they put the puck past the net. A shot in front. It's loose as the Red Raiders start buzzing around this St. Pius goal now. Spanberg being worked over by Garth Byrne in front of the net.
Byrne's giving him a pretty good going over in front of that net, Chip.
Yes, he is. Spanberg with a fine move a moment ago. Had the goaltender down, but just failed to hit that top corner. Here come the Raiders once again. Spanberg now for LaPointe. Mike LaPointe worked in over the line, has a poke check out his stick by Michelle Superno. St. Pius will work to center. No, they don't. Held in by P.J. Rochford. He's got service breaking to the net. Oh, with a pass a little bit too far for the Red Raider forward. In the corner, Red Raiders try to center it. Kogan steers that into the corner. St. Pius try to clear. They do. This is Spanberg at center. Garth Byrne trying to feed his teammate. We have possibly our first penalty of the game that's going to come to St. Pius. Here's Adam Blaze letting go a shot. Hooking will be the call. And it's going to go to Garth Byrne.
Yes, it is, Chip. Garth Byrne with a big hook right there.
So you got to look at Adam Blaze on our screen. Blaze, a junior forward, 5'10", 185 pounds. 4:54 the time of St. Pius's penalty. So the Red Raiders go into power play, and it'll look like this. Corey David is out there along with Les Tribble. Adam Blaze. P.J. Rochford will play 1 point. Mike Dion at the other point. Tribble trying to stick handle, get away from a check by Brendan Donahue. Donahue now getting some help. My teammate Tony Richogi. Here's the shot right on. Kogan makes the save, and that's with Corey David going over the top of the St. Pius goaltender.
Well, Corey David was hanging around in front of the net last night, too.
Here you see our score in the Club 37 sports scoreboard. Massena leading St. Pius 1-0. Red Raiders now have Spanberg out there with Service and LaPointe. Rochford and Dion still out there. Here's a shot, they score! Mike Dion took the shot from LaPointe. We'll have to see if it was deflected or not.
I don't think it was touched at all. I think Dion got the goal, period. Beautiful shot taken from the point.
Power play goal for Massena.
There it is once again. Whammo! Right into the back of the net. I don't think anybody touched that. I think Dion's going to get credit for the goal.
Okay, we'll wait for the call. 5, check that 9.
Here it is once again. Oh, yes.
Mike LaPointe, I think, is going to get credit for the goal. Mike LaPointe has consecutive hat tricks in 2 games. No, they do not give LaPointe the goal. They give it to Dion. Red Raiders buzzing again in front of the net. Goaltender down. Where's the puck? As it's Justin Walsh looking for the puck from Massena. However, St. Pius are able to clear. So Mike Dion gets the goal. Talking about Mike LaPointe, he picks up an assist on that goal. And the Red Raiders have really been getting a lot of help from guys like Spanberg and LaPointe so far on the season. Here's a shot in front of the net. Ooh, and a good scoring opportunity. And John Wojcik just failed to capitalize for the X-Men. So they're trying to get on the board here, trailing 2-0. 8:43 to play, first period. We'll be back right after this.
Enjoy a delicious meal in a relaxing atmosphere, along with a price you can afford at the Club 37 on Tripoli Road in Massena. The Club 37 offers daily lunch and dinner specials, open Monday through Friday for lunch 11 till 4, Tuesday through Sunday for dinner from 4 till 10. They specialize in seafood, steaks, and Italian food. Fine food and all your favorite beverages is what you'll find when you visit the Club 37 on Tripoli Road in Massena.
8:35 to play in our first period. Red Raiders leading 2-0. Having a little trouble here in their own zone. This is Frank Joy into the corner. Ooh. Avoiding a check for the Red Raiders that time was Jamie Courier. Now at the other end, Scott Service takes a shot. That goes off a skate. This is Kerwin at the point. Kerwin sent into an open corner. Now with a puck is Tim O'Shea for Courier. Now Scott Service. Service, check from behind. Working the puck free now is Mike Murphy. Murphy will skate to center. He's got Tony Gratuity with him. Working it over the line and called on the outside, though, is Tyler Amy.
X-Men can't seem to get anything going. As soon as they hit that line, there's a batch of Massena Red Raider players waiting for them and unable to get any kind of a break. They had one scoring opportunity about 30 or 40 seconds ago, but that's the best one they've had so far, Jeff.
Good save by Justin White to stop that St. Pius attempt, Jamie. Red Raiders with their win last night. Now 4-1 on the season. Ryan Kerwin now into the corner. Scott Service. Here's a shot by O'Shea. That goes off a leg. The X-Men try to clear. And it's Courier, Jamie Courier, attempting to take a shot, and it's whistled down with a hand pass. 7:25 remaining here in our first period.
Not too bad a crowd on hand. Excuse me, Chip. Taking a look around the arena, great crowd on hand for this matchup.
A lot of people off today as we are getting closer and closer.
I'm off every day, but we don't make a point of talking about it.
Well, I wasn't going to mention it, but here come St. Pius to center ice. Anthony Baresi with a puck. Baresi puts on the brakes, has a puck checked off his stick. Now at center ice, Chris Quinlan sends the puck to the blue line, but no further. Red Raiders now losing the puck once again at center. This is John Wojcik. Wojcik races in over the line. Ooh, he is stopped right there in his tracks by P.J. Rochford. Came over and made a nice defensive play. Red Raiders try to hitman a pass for Jason Converse, too far for him. Now it's Mike Dion. Dion for Heath McLean. McLean sends into the St. Pius zone. Mike LaPointe wrestled down. Joe Weisskopf spun around, loses the puck. Here come the X-Men to center. It's Gavalucci, Sam Gavalucci, ridden off the puck. Josh Spanberg in his own zone.
One of the things I noticed Massena is doing, they're dumping the puck in quite a bit and then setting it up after it hits off the boards. They're doing a good job of that, too.
Josh Spanberg racing in to do some forechecking here. Puck comes loose, and it's Seth Service for Spanberg. This is Chad Schneider. A shot that's blocked in front. This is Duran, a shot directed into the corner. St. Pius try to clear, but stepping up on a play is Chad Schneider, and he holds the puck inside the zone. It's deflected over the glass and out of play. Down to 5 minutes and 42 seconds remaining here in this championship game of the 1994 Massena Invitational Christmas Hockey Tournament.
You know, the last night and into today, Jeff, I don't think Massena's changed their style of playing one bit.
There you get a look at some of our crowd that's in attendance here at this hockey game this afternoon. Red Raiders in the early going here tonight. I don't believe they started this soon last night using all four lines, but they are tonight. Coach Tim Long using all four lines, and St. Pius without the services of a couple of players here tonight. Jeff Hutchison not in the lineup. He was hurt last night in the Saratoga game. And Steve Blimke and Jason Collar also not in this lineup. So St. Pius, well, I'll count them. Probably, I don't know, maybe 13 or 15 players suited up for this game. So the Red Raiders, I think one of their plans of attack is to just wear down St. Pius if they can, with just, sheer bodies. From the draw, Mike LaPointe racing in left side. LaPointe shoots, and a save made by goaltender Mark Cogan. That time, Mark Cogan looked like he showed Mike LaPointe, hey, in between my pads are open, but he was quick to get down on his knees and make that save before Mike LaPointe.
That's the second save that Cogan has made like that, too, by the way.
LaPointe, as we mentioned earlier, had 3 goals last night and 2 assists. Mike LaPointe with hat tricks in the last 2 hockey games.
Well, it looks like LaPointe is going to be going to the box.
There you get a look at Mike LaPointe, Jr., 5'8", 175 pounds. So he will go for a minute and a half into the penalty box. 9:46 the time of the penalty. So we'll set up the St. Pius power play for you. As out there on the ice, they have Mitch Craig, the captain, in his 3rd year with this St. Pius hockey team. Here's a shot by a short angle by Tony Ricciuti, the leading scorer.
That was really close right there, too, by the way, Chip. He almost got that in on the short side.
Yes. This is Ricciuti in his own zone. Nice pass for Sam Gavalucci. Gavalucci along the boards trying to set up Mike Murphy. Murphy checked. Ricciuti going into the corner after the puck. They battle. Red Raiders have it. They clear the length of the ice down to 35 seconds.
Massena's been pretty good on killing penalties so far this season.
They certainly have.
It's not been easy to score on them on the power play.
Adam Blaze, Corey David out there, 2 of the penalty killers, along with Ryan Kerwin and Frank Joy. Red Raiders move the puck to center. Now with it is Brandon Donahue. Plays into the Massena zone. St. Pius have to tag up on the blue line, and they are called for offsides. We'll return right after this.
When it's time to build, head for Massena Building Supply and Northern Building Supply, your Golden Rule lumber centers, supplying the North Country with the best selection and price on all your building and remodeling needs. At Massena and Northern Building Supply, you'll get the best in service from friendly professionals. Whether you need tools, lumber, paint, or an entire kitchen or bath, all your building needs can be met right here at your Golden Rule lumber centers, Massena and Northern Building Supply.
Blaze knocked down inside the St. Pius zone. The X-Men give the puck right to Les Pribble. Pribble stick handling behind the net, trying to center it in front, but Blaze was too well tied up. Pribble to the point. This is Dion. Now for Rochford, a shot right on. The save made. The puck is loose, and the X-Men can't clear. Here's a shot by Dion through his screen. Corey David may have deflected that with a skate, but it went wide of the mark. Down to 3 minutes remaining here in our first period. Corey David all alone in front, banging away at the puck. Finally coming in and knocking him over was Paul Bedard. But the goaltender, Mark Kogan, keeps it out of the net. There you get a look at Corey David.
That's one thing I noticed about Corey David. He is a scrapper. Him and Pribble were in front of that net, and they weren't going to give up for anybody.
Corey David, a very strong hockey player. He likes to stand in front of that net. He'll take a pounding, but hey.
I was just going to say that.
Faceoff will come to the left of Mark Hogan. We're waiting for Wayne Humel to take care of a hockey stick back at center ice. The Raiders have Tim O'Shea, Scott Service, Jamie Courier out there from the draw. Mike Dion. Dion looking for his second goal of the game. Has that one blocked. Now racing it over the line. The X-Men. A pass and a save made off the stick of Sam Gavalucci as the X-Men try to connect there and get on the scoreboard. Center ice area. Puck is loose. Controlling now is Michelle Supernault. Supernault pushed off the puck by Scott Service. Service gets away from a check, now racing into the corner with Supernault. Takes him out of the play.
X-Men are starting to turn up the volume on the physical play just a little bit here.
Now with the puck is Wojcik. Wojcik skates in over the line. Wojcik gets away from Schneider, moving right in front. And he just couldn't quite get his stick on the puck in front of the net. This is Anthony Baresi trying to center in front, but Justin White steers that one aside. This is Tim O'Shea. O'Shea, a pass for Scott Service, too far for him. Red Raiders changing on the fly. Now Joe Weiskopf. Weiskopf moving in, but he's all alone. Now joining the play, falling down on the play, was Justin Walsh. And I think we have a penalty coming up. And we have a tripping call as Justin Walsh was tripped. Down to 1:34 remaining here in our first period. There you get a look at Justin Walsh, only a sophomore, 5'8", 150 pounds.
St. Pius penalty, number 24, Tony Richie. Minute and a half. Time of penalty, 13:26.
13:26, Retrudy goes for tripping. Red Raiders on the power play. We'll set that for you. This is Ryan Kerwin shooting. Knocked down. Mike LaPointe was the recipient of that shot in the midsection. Seth Servith is out there. Josh Banberg along with Ryan Kerwin and Frank Joy. We have a whistle, and I believe we have a penalty coming up to Mitch Craig of St. Pius, and Mike LaPointe will visit the penalty box for his second time so far in this hockey game. Mike LaPointe probably won't mind that as he sits in the penalty box. He's going to get a little rest because he took that shot from, I believe it was Kerwin, right in the midsection.
Well, the physical brand of play, and now the officials have decided to calm that down a little bit, I think.
So those two players were mixing it up in front. This shot is...
St. Pius penalty, number 20.
St. Pius clear the puck out of their own end, and it goes out of play. Only 1:07 remaining here in our first period.
13:49.
Face off once again to the left of netminder Mark Kogan. From the draw, service wins the draw. Shot taken by Frank Joy. Was blocked, and this is Mark Druin. Druin lets go a shot. Justin White makes the save. Red Raiders clear the rebound. Now at center ice, Ryan Kerwin. A pass intended for Les Pribble. A little bit too far for him. Josh Banberg moves in. This is Frank Joy for Spanberg. 37 seconds left on the Red Raider power play and 38 seconds in our first period. Here's a shot deflected, I believe, by Pribble. And goaltender Kogan got a piece of that. Josh Banberg to the side of it. Service in front, he scores. Set service.
Beautiful move by Service in front of that, and put that one in the upper right-hand corner. Just a beautiful move.
Seth Service picked up a goal and 2 assists last night. Here we'll get a look at it again.
Watch this in front of the net. Beautiful move right there. And around he goes and in.
Josh Banberg sets it up neatly. Puts the puck, the pass, between the skates of the St. Pius player. Right on the stick of Service. And he let the goaltender commit himself. Watch Kogan there. He goes down early. And then he is dead to rights. Service puts it up top. 3-0. 20 seconds remaining here in our first period. Ryan Kerwin tried to clear the puck. Now finally Adam Blaze plays at the center. Just 5 seconds remaining. Here's a shot. Goes wide of the net. And that will do it for play here in our first period of this championship game of the Massena Invitational Christmas Tournament, with the Massena Central Red Raiders leading after 1 period over the X-Men of St. Pius, a school out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. As our score is Massena 3 and St. Pius nothing. Welcome back to the Massena Arena. Chip Chapman along with Jamie Davis. 3-0 our score after 1 period. And here to recap that first period is Jamie Davis.
Thank you, Chip. And we take a look at that first period. And the first goal coming at 2:37 of that first period, and it was Heath McLean scoring the goal for the Red Raiders. And then coming back with that second goal was Mike Dion. And the third goal was scored by Seth Service. And the goals coming at 2:37, 5:26, and 14:33 of the first period. Chip?
So Red Raiders in the lead 3-0. They start second period action with the Spanberg Service the point line out there. Well, check that. It's Justin Walsh who's playing on the wing right now with Spanberg and Service. And here comes Josh Spanberg down the right side. Plays in front. Here's a shot. Set Service scores.
Well, I'll tell you, Massena is really pouring it on now. They haven't let up one little bit.
Josh Spanberg took the puck the length of the ice, played it into the slot area, and Seth Service was all alone. Here we'll look at it.
Here it is once again.
Spanberg using that good speed. He's being hounded by Ricciuti all the way down the ice, but
What
hey,
a beautiful pass.
nobody picked up Seth Service. Service let the shot go and beat netminder Mark Kogan.
Here it is once again. Beautiful run by Spanberg right here. And back it goes, and Service says, ha ha, hello.
The other defenseman, Jamie, that time couldn't really step up and take Service because he had Justin Walsh to worry about. as Justin Walsh was in on the play for the Massena Central Red Raiders also.
Massena's fourth goal scored by number 19, Josh Spanberg.
Spanberg gets the goal.
Assist number 22, Seth Service. Second goal, 32 seconds.
Well, they changed that around. Service gets the goal, Spanberg the assist.
They have a thing for 32-second goals into the period. They got one last night, too, in the first.
From the draw, Adam Blaze tries to hold in at the blue line, cannot. Center ice area, this is Les Pribble. Pribble trying to move in over the line, but now he is Michelle Supernal was mixing it up with Pribble, and Supernal tried to just about twist Pribble's head off, it appeared, and he's going to go to the penalty box.
Well, the Red Raiders have got the scrappy line out there right now with Pribble and David, who aren't going to put up with anything in front of the net at all.
13:55 to play here in our second period. There you get a look at the St. Pius player, Michelle Supernal. So the Red Raiders on the power play have Pribble, Blaze, Corey David out there, Mike Dion, P.J. Roshborough. This is Corey David behind the net. The Red Raiders trying to set up. Now for Blaze. Plays it across ice for Dion. It hops over his stick. Dion retrieves. Plays the puck behind the net for Corey David. David being watched there by Chris Quinlan, one of the penalty killers for St. Pius. Justin White makes the save, but almost put the puck right on the stick of Mark Druin, who's out there penalty killing. Now Chris Quinlan snaps the puck along the boards and the length of the ice. Garth Byrne also out there penalty killing for St. Pius, along with Brendan Donahue. This is Adam Blaze. Blaze will race to center. Spanberg's got to wait and stay on sides. Now Blaze tries to come in front. That was broken up. At the point, Dion tries to direct a shot towards the net. Deflected. And the Red Raiders will have to regroup in their own zone. Now it's Spanberg in over the line. Josh Spanberg moving in. He takes a shot. Kogan makes that save. Along the boards, Mitch Craig battling along with Spanberg. Puck set down in the Massena zone right on net. White makes the save and leaves for Frank Joy. His pass for service, a little bit too far for him. Penalized player for St. Pius back on, and the X-Men are back at full strength. They trail in this hockey game 4-0 to the Massena Central Red Raiders in the championship game of this Massena Red Raider Christmas Invitational Tournament. Here's a shot. Hogan got a piece of that. That off the stick of Mike LaPointe. Season's greetings to all of you from all of us here at Edwards Production Sports. Nice to have you along with us for high school hockey action here on Cable 24. Mike LaPointe now in over the line on the right side. A quick shot. Colgan makes that save. St. Pius clear the rebound. Frank Joy behind the net. Red Raiders try to work it out in front. Now at the point, Frank Joy one-times it. It goes wide of the mark. Josh Spanberg along the boards. Tyler Amy comes up with it, but only momentarily for St. Pius. Now Seth Service trying to get away from a check. He can't. The X-Men clear the length of the ice, and icing is called with 11 minutes and 11 seconds left to play here in our second period.
Kogan has made some excellent saves for the X-Men, but yet another goalie out there wondering if Massena has a machine gun or not.
So you can look at some of the fans here in attendance at this championship game. From the draw. Along the glass. Along the boards, they battle. Chad Schneider can't hold the puck in. And this is Eric DeRosie. Has to wait for his teammates to get on sides. Center ice pass intercepted. This is Brendan Donahue. Had the puck knocked off his stick. St. Pius try to work it to center. Now sent in by Sam Gavalucci. Trudy overskated the puck. Now Tim O'Shea. O'Shea being checked from behind by Chris Quinlan. Going to the net is Jamie Courier, but he was too well tied up on the play.
Boy, Courier just missing with that one.
Courier and O'Shea going into the corner now. Courier losing the puck in his skates, and here comes St. Pius back to center. From center ice, a shot, and that goes wide of the mark. Justin White has a little trouble with it. And Justin White was kind of interfered with in a way by Sam Gavalucci.
Yeah, Gavalucci got a piece of him when he went by. I thought White was going to be down on the ice, but he got right back up again and shook it off.
Yep. 10 minutes and 2 seconds remaining. No penalty called on the play. I thought there might be one, but
no. But
Gavalucci was, I think, battling along with one of the Red Raider defensemen, I think. And
I think the official is saying, I don't want to see any more of that.
Tim Long has out there Heath McLean, along with Joe Weisskopf and Jason Converse up front. Center ice area now, Mike Dion loses the puck. X-Men trying to move in over the line. Here's a quick shot taken by Mark Drouin, but that's way wide of the net. Converse pushes the puck to center.
The X-Men are looking for a line change here. They can get one.
Pass intended for Heath McLean, a little bit too far for him. Now center ice area, McLean sends the puck into the St. Pius zone. Here's Superno wrapping it along the boards and out to center. Race for the puck, P.J. Rochford. Good job of taking Garth Byrne out of the play. Now down at the St. Pius blue line. And a shot, a save made. Then Joe Weisskopf is dumped as Jason Converse worked in over the line. I think we have a penalty coming up on the play to St. Pius.
We got penalties. We got broken sticks on the ice.
There you get a look at Todd Sloan, the head coach of the X-Men of St. Pius, who play in the same league as St. Matthew, the team that was unable to attend this tournament. There you see our score on the Club 37 Cable 24 Sports scoreboard. Red Raiders in the lead.
Well, I don't know whether this is a bench penalty or not. I see...
No, I think it was a slashing penalty or trip. We'll wait for the call. One of the Red Raiders was taken down on the play. So the Red Raiders on the power play here. Slashing to call. This is Adam Blaze working in the shot. Right on net. Now Corey David starting to mix it up. Goaltender Mark Hogan involved.
Like I said earlier, Corey David and Pribble have both decided that when they get in front of the net, they're going to clear out everybody that hasn't got a white jersey on, including the goalie.
And Adam Blaze took the shot with Corey David trying to provide a screen on the play, and the goaltender Kogan made the save, and then Corey David stayed in front of the net, and some of the St. Pius players took exception from the draw. Red Raiders still on the power play for another minute 5. And at the point, this is Ryan Kerwin. Kerwin trying to circle around a check. There you get a look at some of the action in front of the net. What's going on?
This is a tough line that's out there right now for the Red Raiders. This is the line that can... You first got that other line with Spanberg and them on it, and they can skate you to death, and then this line comes out and pretty well beats you up physically.
Ryan Kerwin now for Frank Joy in his own zone. As you get a look at some of our camera shots from our wireless camera, like Chris Tabor is manning right now in the Massena Arena. Under 8 minutes to play in our second period. Frank Joy at center ice. Now for Adam Blaze. Adam Blaze will skate in right side. Send his shot right on net, and they score.
I think Kogan got a piece of it, but it deflected off of him right into the net.
Exactly, Jamie. Kogan, not quite sure he played that one.
Blaze gets a free one. Well, watch Blaze come in.
very innocent shot, just directed toward the net, and
it did. It caught the bottom of his pad when he kicked his leg out.
And Hogan misplayed that one. Into the Red Raiders' 5th goal.
Here it is once again. Just a simple little shot, like you said, but it caught the bottom of his pad and deflected into the net. A tough break for Kogan right there.
Now from the draw, Red Raiders once again. Mike LaPointe going to the net, but he was tied up by a St. Pius defenseman. Now coming away with a puck is Tony Ricciuti. He'll dump it to center. Now Mike Murphy, that is, directs the puck away. Murphy looking for Brendan Donahue in front of the net. Now plays it behind the net for Ricciuti. Ricciuti circling, still with a puck, a shot. Ooh, and Justin White had to be alert to make that save. Now Spanberg breaking, and he's going to take the pass. Josh Spanberg in. He shoots, and Kogan makes the save. I wouldn't be surprised that Spanberg would like to have that one back. He probably would have gone far side instead of trying to go short side with that shot. Nice pass. And Josh Spanberg was in all alone. Now at the other end, this is Mike Murphy stick handling in over the line. A drop pass right on the stick of Ricciuti, and his backhander goes wide of the mark. Here's a shot from a bad angle by Murphy, and Justin White makes the save, and he jumps on the puck, and we get the stoppage in play.
Probably the best opportunity is you get a look at Justin White, senior, 5 foot 5 inches tall. And Justin, just like Richards last night, not getting much of a workout this afternoon. Although that one there has probably been St. Pius' best chance to score.
No, but like Luca Richards, he's been ready to make the save when called upon.
Yeah.
From the draw, puck rolls into the corner. This is Dion. Dion is going to pick up a penalty here. St. Pius trying to keep the puck in the zone. There we get a holding call against Massena's Mike Dion. There you get a look at Dion going to the penalty box. Dion, who has a goal in this hockey game. There you get a look at Brooke Tebow, one of the backup goalies for the Massena Central Red Raiders. And there's head coach Tim Long. So the Red Raiders shorthanded. Tim Long has Jamie Courier out there, along with P.J. Rochford, Scott Service, and Chad Schneider. Head coach Todd Sloan of St. Pius has Sam Gavalucci out there, along with Tony Ricciuti and Mike Murphy up front on this power play. And they have Chris Quinlan back at 1 point. Offsides called here against Mitch Craig, also out there for St. Pius. Offsides called at the Red Raider blue line with just 53 seconds remaining on the Massena penalty, and 5:52 in our second period. It's been a very quiet crowd here this afternoon.
Yes, it has.
Red Raiders to this point, though, have things pretty much the way they like to have them, with a 5-0 lead.
Certainly do. St. Pius, every time they've tried to get something going, Massena's been able to break it up before they've really been able to set anybody up.
Keith McLean doing some penalty killing now. Ricciuti plays a puck for Murphy. We have another penalty coming up to the Red Raiders.
Yep. And we'll have to wait and see, and it looks as if looks like Chad Schneider is going to go to the box.
So the Red Raiders will be 2 men down here for another 31 seconds.
Four penalties in this game on the Red Raiders, but there are 6 on the X-Men so far in this game. By the way,
so now moving in a shot. White makes the save. The shot was taken off the stick of Mitch Craig. Craig will play it for Vitrudi. Tony Vitrudi being watched by Josh Spanberg, and Spanberg steals the puck. Here's Josh Spanberg in on a breakaway. Spanberg deeks, shoots, and netminder Mark Hogan just got his stick on that puck to keep it from going into the net.
Tough break for Spanberg, a golden free opportunity right there. He had everybody beat.
Credit Mark Hogan with a good save there. Now the X-Men, Vitrudi for Murphy. Gavalucci set up in front of the net. Now Gavalucci into the corner. Take it out. Spanberg once again. Now one-on-one. Josh Spanberg winds and he shoots. But he partially fanned on his shot, and Hogan made the easy save. We're under 5 minutes here in our second period. Gavalucci to center ice for Murphy. Too far for him. Now Craig is checked. 2-on-1. Adam Blaze. Blaze shoots. Didn't get much on that shot. Hogan made the save. Holding a puck in at the line is Eric DeRosie. We're at the 4-minute mark now remaining here in our second period. Red Raiders lose the puck. St. Pius send it the length of the ice. A race for the puck, and it is going to be icing called against St. Pius. We'll be back with more hockey action right after this.
Susie Travel, a full-service agency. Instant computerized reservations, and Susie Travel now has service after hours. You can phone in reservations till 9 p.m. on weekdays and until 5 p.m. on weekends. All major credit cards accepted. Travel for fun or business. Your arrangements will always be handled professionally and efficiently. Once you've traveled with Susie Travel, you'll never travel with anyone else. Phone 769-2932.
With Jamie Davis, I'm Chip Chapman, welcoming you back to the Massena Arena. You are watching the 1994 Massena Invitational Christmas Tournament championship game. Red Raiders in the lead 5-0 over St. Pius. And now we have as Corey David.
Well, David deciding to retaliate after that cross-check. I believe somebody's going to go for cross-checking. And
the original penalty was going to come to St. Pius, as I think it was an interference call. Mike Dion was checked from behind.
Corey David decided that he wanted to help Paul Bedard with the line change that they were making there and get him over to the bench before they got called for too many men on the ice, but the referee said, look, you can't help him over there.
So Corey David is in the penalty box. Right now, Wayne Humel and Dan Boyer, our referees, are sorting things out. So we will step away. We'll return right after this.
Enjoy the live entertainment and great company at the Hotel Netto, 43 Andrews Street in Massena. On Friday and Saturday, boogie to the sounds of nightlife from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. On Tuesday night, it's a singing affair with karaoke by Jerry Morin. On Sunday, enjoy football on the large screen TV with complimentary wings. And be sure to take advantage of the after-work specials Friday from 4 to 7. Great entertainment, great company, and of course great beverages at Hotel Netto, 43 Andrews Street, Massena.
Still sorting things out. As Wayne Humel, there you see our score on the Club 37 Cable 24 Sports scoreboard.
Take a look at the shots on goal. Here's the announcement for the penalties.
Also to St. Pius, number 14, 12, Massena, a minute and a half for Massena, number 9, Corey David, a minute and a half for
Well, Bedard gets a minute and a half for roughing, and so does Corey David.
And I believe, was it Drouin?
Yes, Mark Drouin
Picked up the interference call?
gets the interference call. A lot of penalties here. What I was going to say before the announcement, the shots on goal, Massena 10 and the X-Men had 4 in that first period.
Todd Sloan upset that referee Wayne Humel wouldn't come over and explain the penalties. I believe he wanted Corey David to get 4 minutes and not just 2. But the Red Raiders end up with a power play here. Mike LaPointe, Seth Service out there. Here we have another penalty coming up to the Red Raiders. As St. Pius moving in over the line. Here's a shot. White makes the save off the stick of Michelle Supernal.
Well, I don't know, but I'll have to wait and see. But I think Joy is going to go off for upending.
That penalty came just outside the blue line.
Well, a careless Jamie Davis. My pencil has now gone about 5 rows down underneath the bleachers, so that'll be it for keeping track of what's going on.
I'll see if we can help you out.
Thank goodness, the ever popular and prepared.
Frank Joy goes for hooking. .302 remaining here in our second period. Red Raiders with Jamie Courier out there, along with P.J. Rochford.
I've got to be more careful with my writing utensils, I know that. Thank you for the lending of the pen.
You are entirely welcome, sir. This is Mike Dion in his own zone. Plays for Scott Service at center. Service has Rochford with him. But offsides is called, and then Scott Service is upended by Supernal. And one thing that I hate to see here, you know, with 2 minutes and 38 seconds remaining, and it's 5-0 Massena, and you hate to see things start getting chippy out there.
Yeah, that's the one thing, Chip, you're right. In a game like this where a team gets ahead like 5-0, all of a sudden the team that's down by 5 goals decides that they're going to take their frustrations out in a different form.
Yep.
Best way is to come back and score 5 goals.
Now, Gavalucci was upended.
Oh, my.
White makes the save, and now we got...
And here we go.
Dion in front of the net with Gavalucci. And finally, the referees are quick to get in there and break things up, but I think we're going to get more penalties called.
John Wojcik went for a leap and a half there in front of the net. Lucky he wasn't hurt.
Sam Gavalucci was the St. Pius player. That was on our screen a moment ago.
I think you're right, Chip. I think frustration is starting to set in a little bit here on the X-Men, but now you got to look at Mike Dion right there. He's quite a football player, too.
Yeah.
Senior, 6 foot, 165 pounds.
And a very steady defenseman. Here's a shot right on, and Justin White makes the save. He'll cover up. You look at that scoreboard up there at center ice, and it's green, and this being the Christmas season, it looks like a Christmas tree. Lots of red lights, red bulbs lit up right now on the scoreboard at center ice. Red Raiders start out, Josh Spanberg. He's got P.J. Rochford with him. Spanberg in over the line. He beats the defenseman, but Spanberg overskated the puck as he went right by Mitch Craig. Now P.J. Rochford checked on the play by Craig, and here comes St. Pius. 2 minutes remaining in our second period. In over the line, it's Ricciuti, and Ricciuti loses the puck to Josh Spanberg. Spanberg along the boards, now behind the net. Spanberg upended. Mitch Craig cannot hold the puck in. St. Pius have to tag up at center ice. Here's a shot, blocker save. Where is it? Justin White lost sight of it, but fortunately went high in the air behind the net. Here's a shot. White makes the save. The rebound. Alone they score. St. Pius' Mark Gruen picks up a loose puck and scores.
And he was all alone in front of that net, too. Great save by White. But
that's a power play goal, Jamie. You may want to note that.
That's right.
Here we got to look at it again. Behind the net.
Watch the puck come right out in front here.
Scramble. And White makes the first save.
All alone on that.
Justin White would probably, there's a good shot right there of the goal scorer for St. Pius. How did he know he was on TV, Jamie? Quinlan gets the assist, Drouin gets the goal, and it's 5-1. And St. Pius come back again, and that time Sam Gavalucci let a shot go that was deflected off a stick and out of play. I'm rather surprised that that face-off is coming outside the blue line. I thought it was deflected off a stick of a Red Raider player, but maybe not.
Looked like it to me, too. I was really surprised to see that.
Down to a minute 15 here in our second period. Frank Joy knocked down. Gavalucci loses the puck. This is Murphy to the point. One time by Chris Quinlan, but it goes off the leg. Now Justin Walsh out there for Massena. We're under a minute to play here in our second period. St. Pius regrouping at center ice. Frank Joy with a puck. Joy being forechecked on the play. Tries to push the St. Pius player away. Now from behind the net coming in front of Garth Byrne. But Justin White had that angle covered. Justin White with a good save and St. Pius score.
Well, St. Pius is brandishing a different style of hockey here in the closing seconds of this second period. They look like a whole different team here in the last minute.
Sam Gavalucci picks up a goal. And this has been the most efficient offensively.
There it is once again.
Pius have been in this hockey game.
And they are just a completely different team here in the last minute. So the X-Men finding some new life here, and they've come right back. Here's the save by White with the rebound coming out, and unable to make that second save.
So it is now a 5-2 hockey game in favor of Massena. Here's a pad save by Hogan off a backhand by Corey David. We're down to 30 seconds in our first period. We have another penalty coming up, and it looks like it's going to be to the Red Raiders. Now a shot, and it goes off the goalpost as Justin White came out of his net. I'm not sure who the St. Pius player was that directed the puck toward the net. It could be that player right there who's slow to get up. We'll get his number in a moment.
Well, the X-Men almost coming up with a third one right there, Chip.
Michelle Supernal might have directed that one off the goalpost, Jamie.
And now they're going to get a little bit of a power play right here. And this is, I'll tell you, this X-Men team, they found new life here.
High sticking the call. There you see our score on the Club 37 Cable 24 Sports scoreboard. Tony Ricciuti will center this line along with Sam Gavalucci, who's out there, along with Chris Quinlan, Mitch Craig, and Anthony Baresi for St. Pius.
One thing that Massena has done today, they've been able to kill off the penalties very, very well. They've been great when they're man to two men down.
So that will end play here in our second period with our score. We'll get the saves first. 13 saves after two periods for Justin White. And Kogan has, I believe, what they say, 13?
13, I think it is, or 18, I'm sorry.
18?
So it's 8 shots on goal for the Red Raiders and 9 for the X-Men. But I'll tell you, Chip, the X-Men come on there in that last minute and 30 seconds, and it was almost a whole different brand of hockey than what they've been playing I'll tell you, they're 3 goals down, but if they play anything like they did that last minute and 30 seconds, Massena better turn the volume up just a little bit.
And I'm sure that the Red Raider coaching staff are going to go in and probably try to tighten things up a little bit as they played a little carelessly in their own zone late in that second period. So 5-2 our score. We'll be back with third period action after this. Welcome back to the Massena Arena with Jamie Davis. I'm Chip Chapman for the third period of this championship game of the Massena Christmas Invitational Tournament. 5-2 is our score. Red Raiders in the lead. Sam Gavalucci behind the net for St. Pius. Plays it along the boards, but right to a Massena player.
4 goals scored in that second period, 2 by the Red Raiders and 2 by the X-Men. And we take a look at that. Seth Service getting a goal at the 32-second mark. That seems to be a favorite mark for the Red Raiders lately, Chip. And at the 7:14 mark, Massena scored again. Adam Blaise with the score. Then St. Pius coming back with a goal at the 13-minute mark, scored by number 11, Mark Druin. And then coming right almost at the end of that second period, a goal scored by Sam Gavalucci.
And what a save that time by Justin White. He made an outstanding save, a St. Pius player right on the doorstep. And Justin White comes up with just a super glove save.
Justin's had to make a number of big saves here at the tail end of that second period there, and, well, a big one right there, too, Chip.
Very good look at head coach Tim Long. Probably not real happy with the way his team played in the final minutes of that second period. It was up to that point, the Red Raiders were just coasting along at 5-0, but St. Pius 2 goals late in that second period have cut the Red Raider lead to 3.
Now, with about a minute and 30 seconds left in that second period, they really turned up the volume.
And we commented that we weren't sure why they had brought the face-off outside the zone in that second period late, and the reason was, talking to one of the spectators here between periods, he told me that the puck went off the crossbar. That's why.
Sources all over the building for a detective like Chip Chapman.
12-11 to play here in our third period.
We'll get to the bottom of it. By golly, we won't leave anybody in question, will we?
So you see our score on the Club 37 table 24 sports scoreboard.
I'll tell you one thing, Chip. This does not look like the same St. Pius team we saw in the first and second period. Well, I can't really say that. The second period, the last minute and 30 seconds of that second period. I'll tell you, St. Pius has changed their hockey around immensely.
Well, I talked to Todd Sloan before the game. He was not real pleased. Here's a close angle shot. Justin White has it. Covers up. Todd Sloan, although his team won 7-5 last night, was not really pleased with his team's performance. Said things were just kind of mixed up last night. In the first game, they had some, I don't know whether it was the car arrangements that they had coming down from Ottawa, but they didn't get here till really close to game time. And he just felt that his team just, didn't get on track till about the third period in that hockey game.
That was a weird game. I watched some of that game of St. Pius and Saratoga.
Here's a shot that Kogan did the splits on, and Red Raiders just couldn't connect with that shot. Now St. Pius rolled the puck into the Massena zone, but the Red Raiders quickly send it right back out. At center ice, Mitch Craig plays into the Massena zone. This is Ryan Kerwin, stick handling pass, one check. Kerwin now slowed up and knocked down by Tyler Amy. A wrist shot fired over the net by Tim O'Shea. This is Sam Gavalucci. Sends the puck the length of the ice. Deflects off a Red Raider stick, therefore no icing. We have 11 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in our hockey game. Jason Converse is stopped in front of the St. Pius bench. Now the Red Raiders play it in front of the shot. Kogan, what a save.
What a blast there, and a great save by Kogan. Wow. That one was taken at point-blank range still.
I think Jason Converse took the shot as he took a pass from Heath McLean in the corner.
Here it is once again. We'll have to wait and see.
Yes, there's Heath McLean. Boom.
You're right. It was Converse. And, boy, what a blast he let go at point-blank range, but what a save by Kogan.
Mark Kogan coming up big that time for St. Pius. From the draw, St. Pius control. Chris Quinlan having trouble clearing now. Two men break out for St. Pius. Working in over the line, it's Ricciuti. Ricciuti with Tyler Amy. Couldn't connect, though. Red Raiders try to direct the center ice. They can't. Finally, they do. Joe Weisskopf. Weisskopf stick handling it over the line. Loses it to Brendan Donahue. Donahue with Ricciuti skating at the blue line. Sends the puck into the Massena zone. P.J. Rochford looking for a face-off. Taken off the puck by Tyler Amy. Centering pass, but the only player there is Mike Dion. And Dion will clear for the Red Raiders. Red Raiders changing on the fly. Down to 10 minutes in our championship game. 5-2 our score. Red Raiders in the lead. This is Eric DeRosie moving it over the line. He's knocked down on the play. Held in at the point. Chad Schneider's shot blocked. This is Garth Byrne to center ice. Josh Spanberg takes the puck off his stick. Spanberg looking for some skating room. Spanberg gets around one man. Spanberg racing in. Spanberg shot, he scores!
Oh my, Spanberg! I'll tell you something, right in front of the X-Men bench though, LaPointe was standing there, and the X-Men defender had a tough job trying to figure out what LaPointe was doing standing around there. I don't know. LaPointe was almost like a little bit of a pick right there. Look at this right here. And Spanberg shoved it right between the defender
and the pads of
and LaPointe, and then the pads of the goalie too. What a goal!
So 6-2 now our score in favor of the Massena Central Red Raiders. As Josh Spanberg picks up another goal. Spanberg had a good night last night here. Has a good season so far as he picked up a goal last night. I believe he might have had 4 assists also. Now in over the line is Mark Drouin. He has a puck poke checked off his stick. Here come the Red Raiders back. Josh Spanberg along the boards has it knocked off his stick and out to center ice. Chad Schneider is there for the Red Raiders. Schneider backhands a pass on the stick of Mike LaPointe. LaPointe eludes one check. Now for Seth Service. Service takes a shot off a skate. Now Chad Schneider at the blue line. Takes a shot.
Oh my!
That's deflected off a stick and out of play. Chad Schneider was knocked down just about at the same time Jamie was letting the shot go.
Well, for St. Pius, they are really getting into a physical contest now. Mark Drouin wanting to put a Red Raider about 5 rows back in the seats right there.
From the draw, Frank Joy back in his own zone. Puts on the brakes. He's being watched by Anthony Barresi. Or Barresi, I should say. St. Pius in for checking the Red Raiders. This is Barresi behind the net, slowed up by Joy, but we have a penalty coming up on the play.
It's going to be against the Red Raiders, I think, and I think Joy is going to go off. Maybe not. Hi.
Not sure where our roving wireless cameraman
right
is. There he is, right there. Happy holidays to everybody. Nice to have you along with us here on Edwards Production Sports for high school hockey action. We never know where Chris Tabor is.
Oh, you never know. You have to keep an eye on him because he definitely is keeping an eye on us.
Yes. Well, coincidental minors, I believe. From the draw, Red Raiders control. This is Corey David. David will stick handle the center. Corey David has Adam Blaze with him as they move in over the line. Now back to the point, Frank Joy. Missed with his pass. Now at center ice. Puck rolls down Corey David, mixing it up right in front of the Red Raider penalty box. Now Frank Joy gets away from a check, puts on the brakes. Frank Joy centers it across. This is Charlie Durant. Durant's shot goes off a skate. And this is John Wojcik. Wojcik, now a pass for Chris Quinlan. Quinlan lets go a shot. White makes the save, and with John Wojcik skating in, Preston White elects to cover up for a face-off. We'll be back with more hockey action right after this.
Portions of this broadcast are brought to you by TVI Warehouse.
Well, Chip, Adam Blaze was hurt on that play. Just barely got over to the bench, and they're attending to him right now.
Now working in for St. Pius all alone is Tony Ricciuti. And let's see, Justin White makes the save. Ricciuti was all alone in front of the net.
Big save again by Justin White, and he's really been put to the test here in the last, about 14 minutes, I'd say. First part of the game, Justin didn't have to really do much of anything, but I'll tell you here, the latter stages of the second period and this part of the first part of the third period, he's really had his work cut out for him.
St. Pius moved the puck down into the Massena zone. Mike Dion being watched by Ricciuti. Now this is P.J. Rochford for Dion. Dion trying to set up Jamie Courier. This is Courier with a puck, but he's spun around. Now Scott Service. Nice pass for Courier. A back pass back intended for Scott Service. Intercepted. Here comes St. Pius. Ricciuti in over the line, but called on the offside was Sam Gavalucci. And we get an offsides call against St. Pius. Just 6 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in our championship game here of this 1994 Massena Christmas Invitational Tournament. P.J. Rochford, pass for Courier, hops over his stick. Now a race for the puck. Courier knocked into the boards by Supernull. Behind the net, O'Shea, a pass for Courier. He was spun around. Here's a screen shot. Now right to the side of the net. Tim O'Shea tried to direct it in the net, but Hogan was there to stop that. Along the boards, O'Shea and Tyler Amy hitting one another. Supernull now intended for Byrne, broken up. This is P.J. Rochford. Rochford spun around, knocked down. Service now for O'Shea. O'Shea in over the line, called on the offsides. Justin Walsh was a stride offside on the left side.
Well, we've got some great sports action coming up for you folks this week on Edwards Production Sports. It is the girls Massena Invitational Basketball Tournament. We're looking forward to that. Of course, the Massena Red Raiders featuring Danielle Tripany. It ought to be a great contest. That's coming up this week. Keep watching right here on Edwards Production Sports.
Now in over the line for St. Pius is Tyler Amy. In the corner now we have an injured Red Raider player. Chad Schneider, slow to get up. He appears to be okay.
X-Men are really going to the physical side of things now. And
the St. Pius team, who were a little bit, the game will maybe delayed a little bit this afternoon because of St. Pius. A lot of the players, I guess, this is exams week in Ottawa.
Yes, it is.
And they were worried last night that they may not be here right on time. I think the game was a little bit delayed here this afternoon, but nonetheless, this is Joe Weisskopf in over the line. Puck held in at the blue line, all alone in front. Oh, Heath McLean might have got a piece of it, but didn't get a whole lot on the shot, and Kogan was able to make the save. The X-Men work out of their own zone now in over the Massena line. A back pass. This is John Wojcik. He puts on the brakes. And the shot, they score. Let's see if they're going to count it or not. Chris Quinlan took the shot.
Somebody may have been in the crease, and I think that may be the reason they're going to wave it off. We'll have to wait and see, Chip.
I think you're exactly right, Jamie, because referee Dan Boyer.
Well, watch it once again. I think if you look closely, there's somebody in the crease, and no.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's why they waved it off. Yes, and somebody was in the crease.
Charlie Durant was pushing him into the crease, which right. I would think that if he was pushed, it would be okay, but
yeah. Well, a tough break. Chris Quinlan let a shot and a half go from the point.
St. Pius controlling the puck. This is Quinlan. Into the Red Raiders zone. Red Raiders don't waste any time playing it back to center. Down to 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in our hockey game. This is Durant along the boards. Heath McLean. This fourth line, if you want to call it a fourth line for Massena, of Converse, Weisskopf, and McLean. I've seen quite a bit of ice time this afternoon, and head coach Tim Long, along with Matt Hart and Joe Von Marsh, not afraid they'll use this line.
That's good that this line is getting more ice time too.
No doubt.
Makes it all the more better right there. It's great. It's great to have 3 great working lines. So if you've got 4 great working lines, you've really got something going there.
As you get down the road towards, high school playoffs and whatnot.
I guess Heath McLean is going to take a seat over in the box. We'll have to wait and see what that's all about.
Hasn't been a real noisy crowd here, though, this afternoon.
No, it really hasn't.
Very silent. Heath McLean goes for high sticking. Now along the boards. And St. Pius play the puck to center. Mitch Craig with it there. Red Raiders now Seth Service moves in 2-on-1 with Spanberg. A pass across. Spanberg, he slides it back for Seth Service, and he just couldn't quite catch up to that pass.
Service was in perfect position, too, and Spanberg giving the shot right up.
Outside's called.
Excuse me, Chip. He could have taken a swipe at it. Spanberg could have if he wanted to, but he decided to pass it off, and Service was right on the doorstep, too. If he'd have got a handle on that, it would have gone in.
Shows you a lot about Josh Spanberg, a fine playmaker, and not, always wanting to score the goals. He loves to set them up, too, and that time he and Seth Service just failed to connect.
Well, the X-Men have picked up a penalty here. We'll have to wait and see what that is, too.
3:15 remaining in this championship game. Red Raiders in the lead, 6-2. There you see our score in the Club 37 Cable 24 Sports Scoreboard.
Excuse me, Chip. We've had our share of penalties in this game. I know that. I'm just counting them up now.
At 11:44 in the third period, St. Pius penalty number 10, Chris Milan, 7-9 seconds conduct.
That is now a total of 18 penalties in this game.
We had a misconduct, 7.5-minute misconduct called to a St. Pius player. I think it was it Quinlan?
I believe Quinlan did get it.
So
I think you're right.
47 seconds remaining on Heath McLean's penalty.
Well, I don't exactly know myself, Chris, what that was all about. I don't know whether that came from the bench or what happened there. Now here's somebody else going to the box, too. They may have gotten a bench penalty, too, besides here. Have to wait and see. Quinlan got the penalty, but I think the X-Men also got a bench penalty besides.
Corey David. So unsportsmanlike conduct got him a minute and a half, and then he got a misconduct out of it also. Justin White, a little trouble in his own zone, controlling the bouncing puck, and Mark Drouin was right there, looking for a loose puck, and finally the Red Raiders gained possession and held on for a faceoff.
Corey David has delivered some unbelievable checks today into the boards. That last one he delivered shook the boards about a quarter of the way around the arena.
Off the draw, David plays for P.J. Rochford. Rochford having trouble as he's tied up by Drouin. Now Rochford behind the net for Dion. Nice pass, center ice, Mike Lapointe. Lapointe racing in, one-on-one. Lapointe puts on the brakes, waiting for a teammate to help him out. Oh, in front, Adam Blaze stole the puck momentarily, but fell down and couldn't control the bouncing puck. Now a good play by Dion as he poke checks the puck away from Mark Drouin. Now Dion involved with the St. Pius player across the way.
There's something you don't see all the time. Another player coming over to move Dion away from the other player. And I'll have to check and see who that was for Massena that came right in there. Look at Jamie Courier, I think. It came right over and moved Mike Dion away there. You get a look at the goaltender Kogan way out of his net.
Now, center ice area, St. Pius controlling. They lose the puck though. Dion now falls down, but Adam Blaze is back in his own zone. Ooh, a somewhat risky pass there. But St. Pius clearing the rebound, and it deflects over the glass and out of play. Down to 1:51 in our hockey game. And the Red Raiders leading 6-2. And Massena look like they will win this championship game. There you get a look at Les Pribble. From the draw, Corey David battling along the boards with Michelle Supernal. Works free. This is Rochford from the point. His shot deflected by Pribble into the corner. Pribble tries to feed in front. Here's Blaze. He's got a man all alone.
Oh, my. Corey David was just standing there waiting for the bus to drive by.
But Adam Blaze couldn't quite get him the puck.
There was nobody covering Corey David. He was just standing there waiting for the puck to be delivered. Like somebody waiting for a UPS package or something.
Down to a minute 29 in our hockey game. Scott Service, Tim O'Shea, Jamie Courier up front, Charlie Durant, Chad Schneider back on defense here for Massena.
I got to say this, the physical style of play that the Red Raiders have had, and the fact that they've been able to use four lines, and it's like you said, Chip, I think they wore down St. Pius.
St. Pius, like we mentioned, not a whole lot of bodies dressed. Here's a shot, good save. And now we have a possible breakaway at the other end as Mike Murphy going after a loose puck with Justin White. Goaltender from Massena comes out of his net, plays the puck into the corner. Now Durant back in his own zone from Massena. We have just a minute left in our hockey game. St. Pius, send one in front, intended for Ricciuti. And it just was deflected wide of the net. Justin White is going to now foul on the puck as he wants to make sure that his team gets a little bit more organized in their own end.
Justin White, that puck taking a couple of skips in the change in direction on its way towards the net. Justin coming out and trying to steer it away.
Ricciuti wins the draw. Here's a shot taken by the defenseman Brendan Donahue. Donahue has it again. Now into the corner. Scott service for Tim O'Shea. He just plays it out of the Red Raiders zone. We're down to 35 seconds in our hockey game. Jamie Courier battling along the boards. At the point, Chad Schneider can't quite hold the puck in. Red Raiders will have to regroup at center. Just 20 seconds left in our hockey game. The Massena Central Red Raiders will win the championship of their own individual invitational Christmas tournament.
That's always nice to win your own tournament. Oh, my!
Here's a big hit.
Special delivery.
Slam gavel.